Hello, welcome to my channel. I am here in First Landing State Park in Virginia Beach, and my theme for today is finding photos in dull light. Now, as photographers, you know we want the best light. We want golden hour, sunset, sunrise, but sometimes it's just not possible for whatever reason. I'm here in Virginia Beach on a short vacation, and it is completely overcast. There's no detail in the sky or anything. It's a little bit dark here at First Landing State Park. I'm going to be trying to find some photographs of the cypress trees and the cypress stumps, as well as some of the other. There is some color still on the leaves here in Virginia Beach. So I'm glad that you could come along with me on this particular photography vlog. So let's go ahead and find those photographs in this dull light. Come out to this little sort of walkway that ends in this little overlook here, and I am just trying to find a composition, and because there's a lot here, and as I was walking around I noticed these two little stumps and this little sort of small yellow tree here that has, well, yellow tree, but tree that still has yellow leaves on it. And you've got the log coming through to from the bottom right to sort of the mid left. I like it. What can I say? So I'm going to go ahead and take some photographs of this. So right now I am at ISO 100. My f-stop is at 8, and then my shutter speed is at 1.25 seconds. But I'm going to go ahead and take a photograph and see how that turns out. There is a lot of Spanish moss hanging off of tree limbs, and I really like that. And I found this tree here. It sort of goes up and then it juts out to the right, and there is a knot of that tree. It's sort of all knotted up behind this tall tree here, and there is some Spanish moss hanging off of the limb here. So it really looks interesting. I really like it. And you know, one of the issues here is there's a bunch of stuff behind it, so I'm going to have to probably use a lower f-stop, and so I can sort of blur out some of that background that's real busy from this shot. Now I haven't determined yet exactly which way, whether it's going to be the best way to take it is vertical or horizontal. So I'm going to have to play around with that. and see. But I really like it. I really like how this tree, especially the one behind it that is sort of bent over, looks. I want to take a short break here from taking photographs and just sort of talk to you about the theme of this particular video, and that is taking photos in dull light. It is definitely dull. It is getting dark. It's later in the afternoon. The light is flat, and this sort of proves to me that really you can take photographs in any type of light. You just have to maybe think a little bit more. It's real easy when the light is just sort of handed to you, like in a bright sunset or sunrise. But there are a couple of things here that, as I was taking photographs, that I was thinking about on how you can find photographs and make those photographs interesting when you don't have the light. And one of the things is texture. Can you find texture? For example, I'm taking the photograph of the trees here, the Spanish moss. It has texture in that. And you may want to really sort of, well, I haven't really done it in this particular video in terms of the photos just yet, is maybe focusing in on the texture of the trees or whatever you might have in front of you. Another way that you can make interesting photos in dull light is, for example, that sort of knot of the tree trunk that I found here, that I sort of highlighted in the last two photographs. You don't normally see that. So it's something interesting. It's something that's different. So if you can find something that is different or interesting, that will help you to take an interesting photo in dull light, because you're not concentrating on the light, you're concentrating on the subject in that sort of out of the ordinary type of subject. So those are a couple of things that have been helpful to me during this particular photography trip, and hopefully those two tips will be helpful to you as well. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to take some photographs and to see what I can find, and maybe put those two tips in practice a little bit more. Okay, speaking of texture, I have found, and it's really nice, I really like it, I have found some ferns that are hanging off of this tree here. So what I'm doing is focusing in on these ferns so that those are the only things in my viewfinder. And they're all sort of facing downward, and you've got it looks like some pine needles or some old moss or leaves that have fallen in between the green leaves. So this looks really, really nice. Well, this has been fun. I have thoroughly enjoyed coming here to First Landing State Park in Virginia Beach. I really wasn't sure what kind of photographs I was going to be able to find, but I'm really pleased with what the photographs I was able to take. And, you know, I was able to really learn and grow, and really I think that should be the goal of all of us when it comes to photography, is discovering new things, putting yourself in positions to where you are out of your comfort zone, or putting yourself into conditions in which you're going to have to really look and to concentrate. And really, the conditions today weren't the best, as I mentioned. That's the whole goal of this particular video, is taking photographs and finding photographs in dull conditions. And that helped me to really look to find interesting photographs, that to where I didn't have to rely on the light. If you like this content and you haven't subscribed yet, then I invite you to please subscribe and to click that bell notification icon so you'll know when I have uploaded a video. And please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. I really enjoy reading the comments and interacting, and I appreciate everybody's support. So thank you again for joining me on this photography vlog, and I look forward to taking you on another trip real soon. Thank you.